Afternoon, everyone. This is City Lot Gardening. We're down here in Mississippi now. We brought our container strawberries with us, and weather's really breaking down here, and we're not used to this. We're getting 70s now this week, the rest of the week, mid 70s, and for 1st of February, that's kind of strange. So we got to do things a little different down here. I'm usually getting the fertilizer on my strawberry plants and my blueberry plants and my blackberry plants back home around March, but we're several weeks early on that. Like I say, the high today's about 66, and with the wind, they say it's probably getting closer to about 68. So we went ahead and pulled out our berry tone fertilizer. This is a slow release organic fertilizer, and last year I can show you what I did per plant. If you can see that, I wrote it on there so I wouldn't forget. So 1 tablespoon of fertilizer around each one of these strawberry plants, and they're starting to come out of their dormancy. I'm seeing some green coming in them. We got a few that looks like they might not make it, but they did go through a harsh winter back at our house. I had them covered, but when we left, we was 15 below zero and 17 inches of snow in our front yard for the multiple snows we got that week. So we brought them down here, and they were frozen solid in these pots. So I didn't really think any of them was going to make it. I figured the ones in the ground that we left there would make it. But here we are. What I did is I took 1 tablespoon, a little tablespoon scoop, and I went around each one of these berry plants and sprinkled it around the perimeter of the plant. And we're going to probably go ahead and water that in a little bit later on this evening. We're supposed to get rain this evening, so I'm waiting to see if the rain comes. If the rain don't come by the time I go to bed, I'll put a little bit of water on each one of these, and we're going to get rain all day tomorrow. So that should take care of these for their first little fertilizing to get us up and running. And then we've got our Sarpomira seed potatoes. We was able to bring some of them. We lost all of our sweet potatoes in our slips off our old sweet potatoes. We gave them away because we just didn't have the room to put everything in the truck. And I'm just going to start over new with the Georgia Jets. But for now, we got our Sarpomira container potatoes, and they're chitting out. I set them out in the sun for the past 3 or 4 days. And here probably coming the beginning of next week, I'm going to get these in the ground. And there again, that's a whole change, because usually we're planting our potatoes in Indiana, or I was, weather permitting, around the last week of March and the beginning of April. But they say down here in southern Mississippi, you want to get these things in starting January the 20th. Well, I'm a little late. We went today and got some pots to put them in, and we're going to go get a load of compost. So we'll probably be getting these in the ground next week. And then over here, the gentleman we bought the home from, he has we had to leave all of our blueberry plants back home, but he's got a nice existing blueberry plant here. So I went ahead and got it fertilized, and you can see around the drip edge of the plant, I stayed about 1 foot off of the base of the trunk of the plant and went around in a circle, and I added ammonia sulfate because blueberries love it. And then I added, I think, two tablespoons of this around the base, about 1 foot away from the trunk. And then 2 tablespoons of this holly tone. And I would have used my berry tone, but I couldn't find no more berry tone in the market when I went today to get the pots. So I had this holly tone, so we're going to use this up and save the berry fertilizer for the strawberries and the potted up strawberries. So we went ahead and got our fertilizer on this guy, so maybe with the rains coming in, we can go ahead and get some buds starting to pop. And if you look at the tips right there, I'm already seeing them coming out just a little bit. So at our home in Indiana, when I saw the buds starting to come out on the tips of the plant, that's when I started fertilizing. I can get you a good shot there. You can see a little couple of them there. But at any rate, we got that on there today. And then what we have here, let's see, we'll go over here. These are, get out of the sun, I'm trying not to blind you. Let's turn it this way. These are peach trees. Now, I've never grown a peach tree because we couldn't grow them up where I'm from. So I've got to do some research on these guys and see what kind of fertilizer they like. If anyone in the watching the video here knows how to grow peach trees, send me some info in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Like I say, I've never grown them. I'm not seeing too much buds coming out on them yet, but I want to make sure I get the right fertilizer on them before they get to going. And this is a pretty big tree. This one and this one over here, and the gentleman's brother, he came down to visit with us that we bought the home from. And he said there's some more fruit trees over here, but he can't remember what they were. So he was going to get with his brother and then get back with us. So we got a couple of peach trees here. We're going to try to get something going on them and figure out some fertilizer for these. And if you know about peach trees, I'd appreciate some assistance. And we'll just keep you guys posted. This is our first really garden video that we've done since we got down here. It's been so hectic with us trying to get everything unpacked and put away. But now we're starting to slowly get her going. We're still trying to track the sun to figure out where the best spot to put our garden's going to be. We may even take this area right here that was a gravel driveway for the gentleman's RV, and just go ahead and cover this in a nice landscaping fabric and put some raised beds right here, because this seems to be the most sunny location on the property. We've got some really tall trees over there that's going to shade out this side where the apple trees are over there. So he said when he came to get his mail last week, we told him we had some mail, and he come and got it. He said he had a greenhouse sitting right over there, and he grew a lot of his stuff in containers over here. So that might be what we try the first year, just to see how it goes. So we want to tell everyone, thanks for sticking with us. We know it's been a minute. We're grateful to be down here, and we're glad to get started a lot sooner than in Indiana. Thanks for watching.